Welcome back to Sanz Family Adventures. So today is the last of our revisiting the 2014 Disney World trip. So today's kind of a mix and match day, I feel like, because it was the last full day that we had there at the parks. We had a couple things that we wanted to do while we were there, and the first of which was we started off in Hollywood Studios, and then we went to Magic Kingdom, and then we went back to Hollywood Studios, and then back to Magic Kingdom again. And I did not remember this at all. It was only after I started rewatching these videos to start editing them that I noticed that we did this. I have no memory of having to go back and forth and back and forth. I don't remember at all, but apparently we did. So I guess what was going on is that we had some activities that we still wanted to do in Hollywood Studios in the morning. So we start off there, and it was, I don't know if anyone remembers, they used to have Star Wars weekends. Like I said, this was way before Batuu and, you know, what is it called? Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, like the Black Spire Outpost and all of that stuff that's there at Hollywood Studios now. Yeah, that wasn't there back in 2014. So they had these weekends where it was the Star Wars weekends, and they would have little stage shows, and then they had things, and it was all in front of the Chinese Grumman Theater. So there's already the big hat, and then they stuck a stage in front of that, and they would have it was like a game show. I mean, it was almost things like, you know, Family Feud, but about Star Wars. Really funny to us that when we were watching these back, that now, you know, they would take out Star Wars weekends, and now it's just everywhere. I mean, you know, you have the entire Star Wars land, and it's really, really neat to see all those changes that come across. So we start off at Hollywood Studios, and we go to the Indiana Jones show, the stunt show. Oh, that's so much fun. I remember sitting there going, I mean, you know, it's a stunt show, and I understand it's a stunt show and that everything is planned, but it's still exciting. If you don't know what it is, it's still exciting to see. And there are certain moments where there is fire, and yes, you feel the fire, and it is very hot when it happens, and it takes you a little off guard, but it's a lot of fun. After that, we jump over to Magic Kingdom, and I remember this part. I remember going to both things, but I had forgotten it was all on the same day. So I remember how I told you that getting the reservations for the Be Our Guest restaurant is kind of like old school eBay. Well, it was even more so for this restaurant. We went to Cinderella's castle, the restaurant inside the actual castle, and it was nuts. I was trying to get reservations for 6 months, and it wasn't really until about a few weeks ahead of time that there was a spot that opened up last minute, and I was able to snag that reservation, and we got to go in. And it was beautiful. It was definitely the fanciest restaurant experience we had. When we walked in, we felt a little underdressed, you know, wearing shorts and t-shirts and, you know, tennis shoes and be all sunblock everything and sweaty. But then you look around and everyone else looks the same way, so you then don't feel as bad. But it's beautiful. You can see out from the back windows. There's actually, you know, from the back of the castle, you see this beautiful view, and you see all these windows in the back of the castle when you're outside. Well, when you're inside the restaurant, that's what you're in, and you can look out of the whole new fantasy land and see the carousel. You can even see like the Pinocchio village house, and it's a small world, and if you look far enough, you can even see the Be Our Guest restaurant back in the back. And it's really, really, really neat. Again, very nice food. We had a lovely time, and we really enjoyed every moment we had there. So then another thing, we then hopped back to Hollywood Studios to see, it was called Lights, Motors, Action, or Lights, Motor, Action. And this was, again, now this is where Star Wars is now. This is one of the things that was in that area. So, but it was like a stunt car show, and they would do all these different things and have all these different stunts with cars and motorcycles and stunt people, and it was very exciting. And Lightning McQueen makes an appearance, and Mater shows up at some point, and then you also have real stunt car drivers, and it was really exciting. So, being that this was the last day, I wanted to go back to Magic Kingdom. So you'll see, basically, it's just me walking around with Javier in the dark, which means he saw very little, just the lights. He saw the lights, but you know, I'm basically just dragging him around and saying, come on, we're gonna go look at this. Come on, we're gonna do it. And so you see Fantasyland at night, and you see the castle at night, and just all those different areas. I didn't even remember I did this. We got back onto the People Mover at nighttime, And we got to see basically all of Tomorrowland and then many parts of the park at nighttime, and it was really pretty. And I thought to myself, we need to do that again. I don't think we've done that since that first year. And at the very end, you can kind of hear I'm getting a little sad because I'm thinking, oh no, our trip is almost over. But we've been able to enjoy so many more trips since. And you know, if you've stuck with me this long, let's just go ahead and I'll stop my blabbering. And you know what? Let's go have some fun.
No, they type little messages. What? After interrogating a local, I found out it's called texting. Texting? So let me get this straight. Instead of talking to each other, they write each other little notes? Yep.
Feel the force all weekend long as Disney's Hollywood Studios, along with special Star Wars Weekends host James Arnold Taylor, celebrate the greatest saga ever told.
over Arby's.
Well, this is Cinderella's castle.
Cinderella's castle. And the food is somewhere in there. I think I may be towards it, hopefully. I don't make the best camera person.
It's okay. If you turn and look that way, you can see more. The other way.
Say goodbye, babe. Just look through the window. Very nice window.
Rolling, rally, chasing, 7-8, take 1, mark.
Director's action in 3, 2, 1, action!
Come on, seriously, an enemy spy with a secret weapon? Hey look, it's an enemy spy car. Whoa, an enemy spy car?
That's him! Come on, Lightning! Get it done! Trace him through the center tunnel. I'm gonna send me a movie trip to destroy his secret weapon.
Hey you! I got you in my headlights, pal.
You'll never catch me, McQueen!
I am speed. Lightning! I got you now. That's what you think!
It worked! Looks like that bad guy
here at night yet. Beauty and the Beast. It's nice to see it. Those are the spinning teacups over there. There's Cass in the background. We're going to come over here to Tomorrowland. Here's Tomorrowland at night.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland. Drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at lunch.
Alrighty. Here's last shot of everything here.
Main Street, Main Street. Magic Kingdom.
Castle. And you can see through there. That right there.
Behind the castle.
Yeah, you can see it through there. Let's just start trying again, maybe I'll try and zoom up again. Because my zoom skills are so great. Okay, so let's spin again in there. Yeah, my zoom skills are great. Here we go. This is one of the mementos that we got from our first year at Disney. I don't know if you can see the little snow globe. It's a Fantasia Mickey. And it has one of the items from each of the park. And if you actually look, you can kind of see the top of the hat that was in Hollywood Studios at the time. And that was really what they were using to mark Hollywood Studios. That's changed since. And actually this same figure, a very similar one, is still available to be purchased, but they changed it to the Hollywood Tower of Terror. It's an interesting side note. Oh, and then we got that from our last Disney trip. I love that. I think it's so cool. This one I think we got from our second Disney trip. I don't know. There's a few trips. I'm sure we'll visit it at some point. to pop in here for a second. So like I said, this is our last Disney World trip video from back in 2014, and I really appreciate all of you that have watched it and made some comments, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, this has really just been something for me to be able to enjoy putting together and have some creative license for a little bit, and hopefully be able to share some happy times that we were able to have, and I hope to share those with you too. So I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break before I start putting on another video, but you'll have to look forward to, we're going to go to St. Martin next. That was the next trip that my husband and I went on, was to St. Martin Island, and it was also in 2014. We went a few places that year. So I hope to see you then, and until the next video, go have some fun.